these are just different techniques, different techniques. So with that, I'm gonna shake that off. Just gonna stand up here and just move around a little bit. And I encourage you to do the same thing, just let yourself be a little bit in this world and enjoy yourself. Hey everybody, it's Gabe with Woven Wings, and today I want to make a video about life sucking. I just think that, look, life is hard, okay? And we watch self-improvement videos. If you're probably interested in self-improvement in some way if you watch my channel. And I love providing tools and skills for people to practice that do genuinely improve life. But I think that what sometimes gets lost in that is then it becomes this this constant process of self-improvement, of needing to see the positive and working for that exclusively. And I'm not saying anything against that per se. I think that there's, that's an important ingredient in a healthy life, is having that tenaciousness, that tenacity to continue. But what I want to show today is how actually embracing the things that are difficult and that sucks and acknowledging them can actually be a crucial step in that process of resilience. Okay, and so there's this phrase floating out there these days around toxic positivity, right? And as I understand toxic positivity, it is the inability to acknowledge the challenges and the negative things that are going on in life. So just slap a smile on it, right? Just pretend that it's all good and it's okay. And I think what we lose sight of is the fact that, look, in order to have emotional health, in order to have well-being, we have to start with where we are. We have to start with acknowledging that sometimes things are really difficult. And so if we can't do that, then we're gonna have a hard trouble being honest and being able to connect with what else is going on. Check out these kids running behind me, having their workout. About half of them are slower than the other half. The other half is coming here. Okay, they're catching up. So yeah, I just finished this client session at one of the rehab centers that I work at here on Maui, and something that someone mentioned to me was just that how powerful it was to be listened to. Just being listened to was very helpful and meaningful for him, for this person that I got to meet with. And it just reminded me that we're often trying to provide solutions, right? We're trying to fix something. We don't like the feeling of being not in a good place, so we try to figure out all the different things we need to do to get out of that rut, get out of that hole, climb the hill, right? Challenge ourselves. And again, all that stuff is important. It has its place. We got to do it. But if we want to do it in an authentic way, in a real way, I think there is this element where we have to square up to the reality of where we are. And sometimes things suck. Sometimes things are hard, and it doesn't feel good to kind of hold all that in. And so this is different from staying in that place, right? And just hanging out there and kind of really getting really comfortable with that place. But I think that there's a lot of wisdom in being able to laugh and be able to cry, be able to just acknowledge where are things difficult. And through that, if you just think about those experiences of emoting, or when I say look, what I want to talk about today with you guys is that life sucks. Sometimes it naturally makes me laugh, right? And I'm guessing it probably had a little bit of that surprise factor for you too when you heard it. It's oh yeah, right, life does suck. And it's also relatable, right? It's you're there too. So there's a human experience to that is valuable. And I think a lot of what we're often seeking is our humanity. It's a reconnection from the tense experiences of suffering that are also part of being human, but it's trying to connect with this deeper sense of, yeah, liberation and freedom. And so the acknowledgement that things are not all they're cracked up to be or what you would hope they would be can allow emotions to begin to process. And if you think about emotions energetically, they kind of stay stuck in our system before before we figure out a way to release them and to let them move. And so really what I'm saying here is not to embrace that life sucks as like that's where it's going to stay, but that's kind of, we actually are feeling like this is how it's going to stay forever when we're having that experience, right? So if I can acknowledge that this is what's going on right now and it's not fun and it's not good, then what comes naturally from that is change, because I start naturally being like, okay, right, I laugh about it a little bit, say, you know what, wow, it's harder than I thought it was, and through that I'm able to feel some sort of possibility and some opening into something different. So that's what I have to share today. I want to show you this beautiful valley behind me. I mean, check it out. If you stuck it out to hear my few-minute message, I want you to at least get that image. And that valley is kind of, I don't know, I can draw a metaphor from that. It is like the opening, we're looking for ways that our inner life can open to us, where we can experience a sense of connection, a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, a sense of love. And to do that, we have to clear out the gunk. There's all this shit that lies in the way from us being able to experience that. And these are just different techniques, different techniques. So with that, I'm gonna shake that off. Just gonna stand up here and just move around a little bit. And I encourage you to do the same thing, just let yourself be a little bit in this world and enjoy yourself, and it's easy to get stuck into different kind of like feelings and positions, and just we got to be creative. We got to think a little bit actively about like, how do I get myself out of this rut? Sometimes it's like one of those Chinese finger traps. Sometimes you got to go a little bit more into the stuck in order to get yourself out. Okay, I hope that's helpful. I hope it gives you something to use as you go through. As always, please subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, and so we can have a deeper conversation. And yeah, I wish you the best. I hope you feel happy and that this liberates you into something that makes you feel good about your life. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.